yeah.
With mad impact. Remember, everybody was trying to dress like that motherfucker for a little minute,
dude.
with the hat way down to the side, cooked out,
ears
and
poking
then
out and shit.
the oversized backwards jerseys and
dude, Fabulous was the shit, dude. And
FABO.
I knew
US.
I when I used to hang around like BJ, BJ Hawkins, boys used to hate on Fabulous. Like, that motherfucker's whack. I was like, I don't know, man. This motherfucker's kicking some shit. And then now looking back, you're like, man, especially in the era that he was in, really them boys was on Jay-Z shit, right? Them boys was on some Jay-Z's the best, and he's from and Fabulous is from Brooklyn, so they're like, Jay-Z's the only one that can rap out of Brooklyn type shit, and it's like, nah.
You know what it was that
so dope, dude.
Fabulous got fucked by being like, he had this shit, but what was his other joint that was like his biggest joint? And that's why
Holla
people
back, youngin'.
Yeah, and that's why people hated on him.
But that's the radio Fabulous.
I know, but motherfuckers
Wayne.
ain't smart like that. Like, they just go, "What's the radio giving?" It's like, a lot of people hate on Joe Buttons, right? Because he's got that fucking damn. If I wouldn't, what's the song? You know the song. Fucking damn.
Pump it up.
Yeah, pump it up. Pump it up. And that's his worst song he's ever made. You know what I mean? But it's his best song.
But it was so funny to see Logic. Like, you remember you seen that thing a lot today? He just read the lyrics, pump it.
But
up.
if you listen to Buttons' albums, he's way better rapper than Logic. Way better.
Well, I do not fuck with Logic.
I don't fuck with Logic at all.
At a time, Mason was pumping that shit in the house. He's young, Logic was like the young kind of up and coming thing or whatever. And I was like, no, I don't see. It's just a word salad, dude. He literally just just raps fast. Yeah. It's like, he's not saying shit. It's everything.
I'll say this, he got some good songs, but like, I don't know, man.
He's just
We're going to talk about music again, I could see.
He's just predictable. Like, you know what he's going to rhyme with.
Yeah, it's so I have like different boxes or groups that I put artists in, right?
Right.
Logic to me goes into like the MGK category, where it's like, I fuck with your music, some of it, you know what I'm saying? I put MGK a little above Logic as far as like what I like.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like get this into a debate of like who makes the better music, but just bars wise,
right,
they're in that same realm of like, y'all can rap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all can rap, y'all can make good music, but you can't write bars. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't have bars.
Right.
And Kevin Gates is in there. It's like, yo, I can sit down and listen to, like, you got some songs I fuck with.
Good
sounds good. You know how to write. You know how to rap. You know how to, you got the package. You know what you're doing. Like, you're not like NF. I can't fuck with NF. Like, I've tried.
But I've listened. But why though? Why don't you fuck with him?
I think NF should be in my Logic category of like, you know what you're doing, you can rap, but I don't know, man. Like, I have trouble. I have trouble with people because, like, if you're white, you're already gonna be compared to Eminem. But I guess like Hopsin would be the exception to the rule, because I have a problem with Hopsin too.
What?
I listen to him, but
Hopsin can rap, son.
For sure.
Hopsin
I won't take nothing
dude.
away from him, but NF and Hopsin both remind me so much of M, and it feels like they've got so much of Eminem's influence that it's like, it almost gets hard to listen to. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where I can't like fuck with them, because I'm like NF is dope. Like, he's got good songs and shit, but at the same time, I'm just like, you sound way too much like Eminem for me.
An effing recovering version of me.
Yeah, and you're doing something different. Like, he's not trying to be Eminem. Like, he's being like uplifting, and like, he's on a totally different path than M. But just the way that you rap.
How do you feel about Burden?
I don't even know who that is.
What? Check him out, man. He's pretty dope. I think he's out of Florida.
I don't know, man. Somebody
Kasky and him got into it. Kasky and
yeah. I do know who you're talking about. I couldn't name a song, but I know who you're talking about.
He's kind of on a political kick. Like, he like that political rap shit.
Well, it's like people was trying to get me on to Chris Webby, and I was like, man, he just doesn't do it for me, you know?
This is okay. So
It's like
I'll put Chris Webby, like how you're boxing him up. I'll put Chris Webby in between the box of MGK Logic and Hobson
okay.
NF. Because he could rap, and he uses a good vocabulary and shit, but dude, I seen him live when we seen Ritz, and I seen him live, and I was like, just don't do it, dude. Just don't do it for me. Like Ritz puts on a fucking like Ritz could rap. Like I know everybody knows I'm a fucking Ritz rider, whatever. But that's my dog. But his shows that flow, he's got that down south like kind of bounce to it. Webby can write, man, but Webby kind of reminds me of not Webby, Chris Webby kind of reminds me of like a Joyner Lucas.
Yeah.
Joyner Lucas can write songs.
Yeah.
But bars.
Yeah, he doesn't really have bars. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's rappers that can, I guess there's people who can rap that I don't fuck with. And then there's people that I fuck with that can't rap. Like, that's the kind of two boxes I'm kind of talking about right now. It's just like, you know, like Chris Webby would be in the box of like, motherfucker can rap, but I just don't fuck with the sound and the, you know, like the content, the sound and shit. But whatever. More successful than me.
Oh, that's Burden right there. The Burden's pretty dope, man. Got a nice little story.
None of that in this little town. This ain't the place you wanna fuck around. Cause shit can happen in the midst of action. Just imagine that. People stand their ground.
Yeah. He's just on some political shit.
Yeah.
You know, fuck the system.
Stand their ground. Damn. George Zimmerman.
Fuck the system, yeah. I think in this video he gets thrown to the ground by the police, and knee in the neck and all of that shit.
Yeah, and then his dad showed up with the family lawyer and was like, "Hey, man."
Maybe. I think he did some time and shit.
Yeah.
I think
because he's a fucking idiot, bro. You got fucking white privilege. Why you doing time? Go fucking get a job.
Yeah, he oh shit. That was his ass. He about to get popped.
I was playing. Yeah.
Did you catch the Theo Von and Donald Trump interview?
I did. We briefly touched on it last week.
Did we?
Yeah, because we were talking. Well, we went way political with it.
Oh yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah,
again.
but I did catch it. Nah, but I was have you watched? I wanted to send this to you. Have you watched the Club 520 podcast with Jeff Teague? You know who Jeff Teague is from the Atlanta Hawks, like basketball player. I think he was number 0 on the Hawks, and he played on quite a few teams. He was cold back in the day.
Right. Yeah.
He's retired now, but him and a couple of his homeboys got a podcast. You gotta check this shit out. They be having a lot of basketball players on, but Jeff Teague is a fucking trip, bro. Like, he cracks me the fuck up.
Check him out.
He's got all these stories of just like, you know, fucking, you know, who was it? Gilbert Arenas. They had Gilbert Arenas on the pod, and Teague was talking about when he was like a rookie or second year player, that it was like right after Gilbert Arenas got popped with the gun in the locker room and shit, and blah 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 blah. And Gilbert Arenas came back and he was wearing number 9, you know, instead of 0. And Teague was like, couldn't wait to fucking meet him, and he wanted to trade jerseys and shit. And he said he showed up. Gilbert Arenas, it was like one of his first games back, shows up in the number 9 jersey, and Teague's like, I don't even want this motherfucker's jersey, you know, because he was 0 and he wanted the 0 jersey. He's like, you wearing 9? He's like, man, this motherfucker's soft, dog. Like, like this and that. You gotta watch it though. He was talking about, I don't know, man. Like, their podcast is dope. You know what I mean?
Is it a sports podcast?
It is, but no, it's more just like what we do, just shooting the shit.
Word.
Honestly, it's like what I wish we did more of, because them boys is just like, it's 3 of them. They homies. They all play ball, but I think Teague, 1 or 2 of them went to the league. I know Teague went to the league. I think one of the other ones did. The other one kind of just made it to college and didn't.
Right.
But so they have athletes on. They talk about sports a lot, like mainly basketball.
Word.
They might sprinkle in some fucking shit, but for the most part, they just busting each other's balls, talking shit, fucking clowning, you know, like we normally do before the fucking.
I watched the podcast of Drink Champs with ICP. Mm-hmm. You catch any of that?
Nah, I have trouble with them.
Boys off the chain, dog.
They funny though.
Yeah, well, it's probably not the greatest representation of them, because it's like there are 2 of them, but this one was like 2 extremes, drink champs, you're supposed to get fucked up, right? You're supposed to get drunk.
Yeah, one of them sober, right?
One of them sober.
Yeah.
Shaggy Too Dope. He's sober. He's actually, dude. You know, because like when the beef thing happened between Eminem and ICP, like I picked a side. I was like, I fuck with Eminem, and I was like, yeah, fuck whoever fucks with ICP kind of shit. But now that that's just like 20 years old, and the boys is all cool, like they say, like, no, we cool with him and shit. But you see the extremes of like homeboy being sober and like alert, and like he's actually pretty fucking cool, like regular dude just to hang out with. But the other one, fucking Violent J, showed up drunk, so like it turns into a fucking.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know, drink champs is cool in the beginning.
Yeah.
But by the time them boys get fucked up toward the end, everybody's sloppy and drooling and shit. And
Yeah.
it's interesting because you get to see that side of people.
Yeah, when they start speaking the real
But it's hard to
truth.
watch them because because you know that you've heard ICP, they fucking rap. What did you want that weird shit? This motherfucker talks like that. It's like DMX.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
it's like, motherfucker really talk
Nah,
like,
like
yo,
when
bitch.
I found ICP very close to the time I found Eminem, and so like they beefed after I had already fucked with both their music, so
Right.
I didn't really like pick a side. I mean, if you're talking like who do I think's better, and
Well, there's no
obviously
question,
there's no
man.
question, there's no debate, but. When they were beefing, I didn't like go, man, fuck ICP, you know, like, because I already had
I've never thought that they were good rappers.
no,
I've just
they're,
respected their hustle. Like I respect their independence and their individuality.
I'll say this: I don't think that they're not like MCs. I put them okay. So we putting more boxes on shit. I put them more in like the Kid Rock box, like of, you know, like are they even rappers? You know, like they're.
I say this word and I don't mean it in any kind of disrespectful way, but it's gimmicky.
Yeah, for sure.
It's their gimmick. And matter of fact, in the interview, they say like. They say what I just said. It's like there's people who are just had a gimmick. They say Kid Rock had a gimmick.
Yeah.
It's like it's not a disrespectful thing, but just like that's their thing.
I mean, they're birthed off of like, and this might sound disrespectful, but it's more in the realm of like Cypress Hill, Afro Man, House of Pain, like
Sure.
like that kind of shit.
Sure.
You know, where like they're more far-fetched. They're more like in the Afro Man shit where it's like,
Yeah.
we're just gonna, you know,
It's shock jock shit.
yeah. But dude, I don't know how they haven't been canceled. Because do you remember?
I remember a bunch of their shit.
Yeah, but they were talking about your 14-year-old sister, and I'm gonna cream on her.
She's
tits.
got some
Like,
nice tits.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
Yeah.
because I went. Because for some reason they popped up on my radar again because they had some more drama going on recently with because somebody said, oh, Tech Nine. So, you know, Tech Nine paints his face and all that shit and
Yeah.
fucking
But
blah,
he's
blah,
down
blah,
with
blah,
he's
blah.
down with them boys though. Like
Yeah,
Twisted.
yeah, for sure. With Twisted and those guys and ICP, but I want to say ICP kind of like, I don't even know if they really threw shade. It might just be such and such fucking built it up and made it seem like shade. But they said some shit that made Tech go like, motherfucker, I've been painting my face since fucking 1992 before
Has
y'all
it?
even came out.
Was he though?
I don't know, but that's what he said, you know?
I remember because I know he does. But like I heard Tech Nine before I seen Tech Nine.
Like Tech posted a picture of him in face paint, you know what I mean? Because he was trying to like show them like, I didn't fucking copy y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if like a journalist twisted it. Either way, that's how they pop back on my radar because I follow Tech Nine.
Tech Nine's the shit, dude.
He is. He's another rapper that I like. I respect his grind, his hustle, and he does have some dope songs. But to relate it to some shit like that we're familiar with, he reminds me of Don in the sense of just too much material. You know what I mean?
He's got a gang of shit.
It's just way too much, you know, and it's like when you put out that much shit, you're gonna have a lot of, you know what I mean?
A lot of
like,
misses.
Like 70% of it's probably good, but
Yeah.
that 30% is not, you know,
But,
and
but,
it's like,
but Tech Nine can rap, but it's like, I guess the way that I look at it is like I just can't listen to a lot of it. I respect what dude anybody that raps double time and does it well. I respect that as like an elite talent. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's hard to do. I've done it. You know, we've both done it. It's hard to do.
For sure.
It's challenging. So for somebody to execute it well, I'm like, talent, respect.
Mm-hmm.
But every song is like that. I'm like, okay, this guy is obviously like fucking supremely talented. But it's hard to listen to after fucking 13 songs. You're like, damn, the whole album is.
Well, I appreciate it, but I feel like, honestly, like,
damn, I hope Tech Nine don't hear this and think I'm disrespecting. Because I fuck with Tech Nine.
I hope he does hear it and thinks we're disrespecting him and puts us on and goes, fuck y'all, fuck the water pod.
Yeah, dude,
you know, goes on a whole 10-minute rant.
Tech Nine is so dope.
I feel like M is the only person that's double timed and had bars, though. That's just my opinion. Well, not the only person, because I mean, like, Wayne's got some shit where he's rapping double time, I guess, but
so
like,
Royce, though. Royce can do it too.
yeah, but like in that Tech Nine fucking really spitting, you know, like a rap god. Like nobody's rapped that like that quick, that, you know, it's almost triple fucking time and had bars.
Doesn't he have some kind of record for that? It's some kind of...
I'm sure.
But it's weird because, like, okay, this is going to sound fucked up. But, like, Eminem gets a lot of he breaks a lot of records for, like, the most shit raps. Was like, has nobody ever listened to Twista? Has nobody ever listened to, like, Busy Bone? Like, these motherfuckers be, like, kicking some shit. How does M get recognized for, like, the most words within a certain amount of time and shit?
True.
What?
Because he's white.
Okay. Maybe.
That's why.
Dude, Twista
because he gets the fucking publicity behind it. I mean, Twista definitely.
Twista just popped up on my shit today.
Twista's so dope.
Fucking Sway in the morning. I guess Sway's doing this thing where he does like a concert thing. Like he basically he does what we do. Like what we do, he does whatever, however you want to say it. But like he has rappers come on and kick their shit, and he fucking kicked that. Do you wanna ride? I was like. That's one of my fucking favorite Twista verses, dude.
Well,
dude, this motherfucker says,
fucking Do or Die was sick though.
Do or Die was so fucking dope. That shit was that funky ass fucking like, well, I met him alone. And nice beats and shit.
In the back street of my caddy.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Twista says in that shit.
I always like that. Do you? That beat goes so hard.
That shit is so dope, dude. That's that Midwest, that Chicago shit before Kanye West shit. But Twista said I spit game like a mouthful of poke chips. I said, damn.
Yeah. See, that's a good bar. But I'm glad you said that because my question was gonna be like, what name a super dope bar from a double time rapper. You know what I mean? That's what I don't like about double time rappers is that
it's more about flow than bar.
It is,
and that's what it is.
And it's also like being a rapper and a writer myself, I understand that like when you're rapping like that, you are constrained to the scheme in a super difficult way. Yeah. Where like you know like if you try to make it a bar, it's gonna make it exponentially harder to come. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so I understand it, but at the same time, I'm like, well, I wouldn't fucking rap that way if I couldn't. You know what I mean? Because if you're,
but dude, go back to the verse that I think we discussed it last week. Eminem's verse on Fuel with JID or Jid, however you say it. Like he's rapping super fast in that shit. I know he gets into the consonants and then the consonant, and that shit's all fucking dope. If you write it down on paper, you see he's kicking some shit. But aside from that little portion, that little 4-bar thing, like. Beat my nuts in the weeds and then fuck with me, you gonna fucking suffer the repercussions. Like this motherfucker's like really kicking some shit. We talk about like we short arms like DJ Paul, bitch suck my balls. It's like this motherfucker just got bars inside of the double time. So it's that's what like we always talk about M and Wayne being like the top tied for number one with us.
Yeah, it's not
like,
fair to compare the rest of these guys to those guys.
I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, but it is like Bone Thugs. Like there's just such a vibe, but. Not one of them's ever spit a bar.
There's no bars, no.
You know, like
love them. Yeah. Top 5 greatest.
And I'm sure Tech's got some
personally, but yeah.
I think like Tech, Ritz,
Tech be kicking some shit. Ritz be kicking some shit.
They do, but it's like I said, like the bars suffer because of the scheme, and it's not like their fault. That's how they rap, but the bars suffer because of the scheme. Because it's like if you're like. I got some shit to do tonight. You know, there's food to fight. And like, it's like, all right, I like, how can I like say
it's hard to squeeze.
yeah,
It's hard to squeeze.
I'm throwing bread like
Yeah.
a food fight, but that's not the new tonight. It's got to be a food to fight and a new to like like I'm in the cafeteria. I use food to fight, and it's like well the bar doesn't hit because you can't you don't have like the freedom that
The
you
build.
would.
You almost don't have the build. Eminem makes it look easy, but like we're talking about doing it hard. It's like it's hard to when it comes to punchlines and bars and shit like that. Like there has to be some kind of a build up.
Yeah,
You have some kind of setup to the hit. You know what I'm saying? To like what you're trying to make like the highlight moment. And it's hard to do that when you move the mics. When the move the goons to the move the
Yeah.
mics. When the zoom.
But I think M looks at it like
goons to fight.
yeah. I think M just looks at it like he writes a bar.
Yeah, and then just makes it fast.
And then goes, okay, that's a bar. Let me write another bar that can go with that bar, and another bar that can go with that bar. Whereas like a normal rapper is like, let me pick a word I like. You know what I mean? Like Dominions. Oh, you're in my dominion. You're the dominion. You know what I mean? Where M is like, what's a bar? You know. Let me write a fucking bar about
I think he's done
Dominions, and then
interviews about it, and he says like he breaks down.
I gotta
his-
write that shit down. Dominions.
Little bar, Dominions, and the gassed up like Dominion. Here we go. Hey, are we dissecting something tonight? What are we gonna do?
Yeah, I
what
mean,
are we gonna do?
I had a couple of like
I wish we had paper so we can like break it down, show the screen, bring it up, and all that shit. We'll perfect this, but
whoop the whoop whoop the
But
whoop.
this is for our listeners. This is something that we always end up talking about music, but this is something that we've discussed behind the scenes for a while. So this is we're gonna give it a shot and see where this goes.
Yeah,
We've always wanted to we always talk about bars and everybody. We've had some haters say that we're whack or we're this or we're that, and it's like, man, we just want to like really show what what goes into putting verses together. And we're gonna start with Mr. Waterboy.
so like I was just because we had talked about doing this shit, so I was like thinking of like cool bars or whatever. Like so we got this song. How's it start? It's like so the beginning for it is like I'm a product of my environment where the green is violet. They plant a seed, defile it, then wonder where its smile went. Why can't we let a child live? I guess we the ones that's childish. So like that four was just like the intro into the verse, but I really liked how like I don't know if people get like where the green is violet, you know, like the weed is purple because baby I'm smoking on that perp, you know what I'm saying?
So start from the first bar. What's the opening verse? What's the opening line?
I'm a product of my environment where the green is violet.
Right.
Plant a seed, defile it, then wonder where its smile went.
All right, so product of my environment. That's pretty much just intro. See what's
Yeah.
happening, and then the bar is where the green is violet.
Where the green is violet.
Yeah.
Plant a seed,
dope.
defile it, then wonder where its smile went. Why can't we let a child live? I guess we the ones that's childish.
All right, so we talk about green is violet. Plant a seed, defile it.
Yeah.
Pretty much like make something,
Yeah, like make a child
make a child, and then
defile it.
Yeah.
And then wonder where its smile went.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like now your kid's not happy, and it's like, well, you fucked his life up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And why can't you just let a child live? I guess we're the ones that's childish. You know, like the child's just trying to live, and then it goes into like, why can't you just? I guess we the ones that's childish. Oh damn! I guess I'm. Oh damn! I'm tugging at their heartstrings. Got them dangling like the park swings. We all puppets. Who's pulling on y'all strings? Who's stomping on y'all dreams, huh? And now this ain't no woke shit. This that lost all hope shit.
Right.
Half the family on dope, and you the only one to toe the rope shit.
all right, hold on.
You
Let's
know
pause.
what they say if the rope fits. Huh.
Okay, so
Wear it.
So pause and go back right there.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about start from the beginning, when you're the only one half the family on dope shit, and you the one to tote the rope shit.
Yeah.
Break that down.
So it goes, nah, this ain't no woke shit. This that lost all hope shit.
Right.
Half the family's on dope, and you the only one to toe the rope shit. So it's like, how? Cause like so the intro to the verse is like, I'm speaking about where the green is violet. Plant a seed to file it. Why can't we let a child live? You know what I'm saying? So like I'm speaking to what we do to our children, right?
Right.
And then the second 4, I'm telling you what happened to me. I'm that child
Now we get
that we were talking about in the front. You know what I mean? And so like, nah, this ain't no woke shit. This that lost all hope shit. Half my family's on dope, and I'm the only one to toe the rope shit. So I switched it up so that people can understand it. But I was talking from the third person.
Yeah.
This that lost all hope shit. Nah, this ain't no woke shit. This that lost all hope shit. Half the family on dope, and you the only one to toe the rope shit. You know what they say if the rope fits. So, wear it. That's how it goes.
Yeah, but,
you know what to say if they say if the rope fits. Wear it. So you know the actual euphemism
if
is
the shoe fits.
if the shoe fits, wear it.
Right.
But I'm towing the rope, and you know what they say if the rope fits.
Yeah.
Wear it. You know what I'm saying? Like wear it.
When you say towing the rope, like you have become the one pulling the weight.
Exactly.
Because everybody else is on some other shit, but y'all they was hating on, they treated you like shit, but then they ended up fucked up, and you end up pulling it.
And then it goes into like that entendre where like you're saying like you pull the rope, so you're pulling the weight of all that shit, but you know what they say if the rope fits, wear it. So now the weight of the weight you've been pulling is the one that's pulling you down to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you know what they say if the rope fits. Wear it. I hate smiling, but I grin and bear it. I love that line. And like people might not get it. I hate smiling, but I grin and bear it, because how many times are we like, hey man, you good? Yeah, man. Like how you been? You know what I'm saying? Nah. I, like I'm trying to see if that rope fits right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm good. Hate smiling, grin and bear it. Drop jewels. The snowman knows these are carrots. And so like that's like I'm glad we broke down the rest of the verse, because I was about to just be like, I just wanted to do that one bar because I thought it was so fucking dope. But the whole verse is it leads it into that, like you were talking about earlier. It's like how do we
because like
get to where we're at?
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted out of it. Is I wanted to know, like, when we get a beat, so you have to be inspired, right? Yeah. First off, it has to connect with you in some way, and then you have to. My hardest part is starting off, right? So when I start off, I try to see where I'm going to go with it, and then it's fun to see, or it's fascinating to see where it goes, like how the dynamic can go. Like, oh shit, this leads to that, and that leads to this, and I'm gonna put all this shit together, and it's just dope to see.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing a line, but. Yeah, it's like, I hate smiling, but grin and bear it. Drop jewels, the snowman knows these are carrots. And I felt like nobody ever really got that line. I know you get it, but it's like, bro, I drop jewels, the snowman knows these are carrots. So
what is a snowman's nose?
A snowman's nose is a carrot.
It's a carrot. And what is ice?
What is a jewel?
What is a jewel? What is diamonds? What is it measured in weight-wise?
Carrots. So I drop jewels, the snowman knows these are carrots.
Right.
I'm in the air with an heiress. They talking down, but I could care less.
Okay, he's in the air with an heiress. If you know what that, an heir from like in royalty is like your heir to the throne.
Yeah.
An heiress is like a princess.
Yeah.
To be a queen.
Yeah.
To see that's like so. I'm so glad we're doing this. I'm glad we're doing this because like we've been criticized, right?
Yeah.
About like, oh, what's whack? This is whack. That's whack. Whatever. And it's like, no, you don't understand. Like when I say something is like not up to par or whack I look at it because whenever you're writing, if you're going to write bars like, I was at the club, I was on dubs, bitches give me hugs, everybody loves. It's like the amount of like depth that you have to go into your brain to come up with a line like I'm in the air with an heiress. Even the snowman knows he's carrots. It's like, that's where I appreciate, oh, you actually put effort into this. You thought about this to make it not only entertaining because, with the flow, but deep. You know what I'm saying? That's
well, like
that's
even if you're going to do a club bar, like what popped in my head, I'm sorry, but something popped in my head, like another bar I got. I can't think of the whole premise, but it's like if I hit the club, I'm on my way to the green. Like
golf bar
plus if I hit the club, I'm making money when I go there. If I hit the club, I'm on my way to the green. Yeah. It's like that like you can still write what you want to write is what I'm getting at. Like you could write about women, you could write about clubs, drugs, cars, all that shit, but it's like is it a bar? Is it like, are you making it creatively? You know what I mean? Like
just put a little bit of, what's the word? Like a little bit of puzzle problem solving to it. Like make it clever. Like don't just make it so to the point.
I was trying to think of this verse. I wish I knew more of it because I can't remember what verse you had this on, but you were talking about like this the only line I know right now. I have to really fucking dive deep. I've been trying to think of this all day, but big dead presidents like Mount Rushmore. That's the punch.
It is,
but
off of,
I don't know the lines surrounding it.
It is off of the song "Talking to the Devil." It's the devil talking to you. It's a good song. Back in the days, I'm no homie who shot ya.
Yeah.
The Plata. It's called the Plata. The Plata. Okay, let's go with that one. All right, so that
I just can't remember how it starts or whatever, but I just remember big dead presidents like Mount Rushmore.
That was a good bar.
That fucking bar, I was just like, God, it's so hard.
So let's set the scene with that. Dusty Rhodes wrote the chorus. Right, we got the beat. Dusty Rhodes put the chorus together, and typically that's how we would get it. If somebody gets something, if they're feeling a chorus, if they're feeling something, they put the chorus together, and everybody kind of puts the verse together. Very rarely did we ever sit down like we do today and write choruses together. Right? It was typically whoever heard it first put a chorus on. But the verse is about the devil talking to you, and he's the plotter. Like it's all a plot. So the opening verse is the devil talking to, I think the first verse is you, second verse is me, third verse is Dawn.
Yep.
Right. So the devil talking to me, it goes, so where you been? Converted to the service of church like they your friends? Who you fooling, boy? How dare you pretend? Pretty cut and dry. How dare you pretend? Need I remind you of the world I promised? The girls and all the chronics? The props and all the other garbage that you swore you wanted? So that's basically, like I promised you, this is everything you said you wanted.
Yeah.
You wanted all the things that rock stars or rap stars live, and now you turning against me kind of shit. I guess that's what the whole song was about. It's like, you're turning against me when I'm doing all this shit for you. Word of promise and more than all props and all the garbage that you swore you wanted. Now you expect for me to stand to the side and wait my turn for some imaginary man in the sky, basically saying like, fuck God.
Yeah. So you're speaking. I think we all were speaking from the devil's perspective.
Yeah. I was like, you kind of put a little. So where you been doing your verbs at church? Like we like took on the devil personification or whatever. Man in the sky. Converted to the service church. Need how to wind with the world. I promise. The girls and all the chronics, the props and all the garbage that you swore you wanted. I thought that was a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't shit, but you wanted it, so I promised it to you. Expect me to stand to the side and wait for turn some imaginary man in the sky. Something. If you planning to rise, I got your back. Just slap your hand against mine.
Yeah.
I forget what the other bar was. Basically, shake my hand and we'll make.
Sell your soul.
Plan to rise. I got your back. Slap your hand against mine. But you forgotten about the dreams and obviously forgotten me. All I've done for you, and then all of the things you so lust for. All that I can get for you, plus more. Big dead presidents like Mount Rushmore. I was proud of that one.
Yeah, because
I really thought that at some point in hip hop's life, somebody would have said that. Yeah, somebody probably has.
There's been like similar, but not the same. Like you got that one.
I'll take it.
Yeah, like Mount Rushmore. Yeah, I was thinking of that bar, and there was some other fucking like dinosaur bar that I can't fucking remember for the life of me.
Creeksiders do it big like dinosaur porn?
Yeah.
I did say that.
Yeah. No, this was talking about like stomping through the street or some shit, like big, like some kind of big footprints or big footsteps. And I don't know.
I think I said it on the water drop.
Did you? Okay.
You big steppers, we can stomp a fucking mastodon.
Yeah, I think that might be it. That shit was dope too.
I put that shit together for Mac Rich.
Yeah, that shit's fire.
Yeah, man, we be putting that, and that's kind of the only thing I wanted to come out of this, like just to see like the way that we really try to go around shit to not just be so blunt, like put a little bit of effort on the listener's part to go and see, like, because that's how we did. Like JC come out with a new album, Wayne come out with a new album, we sit there and listen to it and go, stop it, pause it, rewind it. Did you see what he did there? And he meant this.
Yeah,
and he
for
flipped
sure.
that. It's like that's
for sure.
And there's plenty of people like us, like that do the same shit. So whenever Sunfire was on here and we was kind of like talking behind the scenes, and I was kind of like defending my case. That's kind of what I was going with. I was just like, man, I listen to music and I respect people who make music that we idolized as kids, that put that effort in. So whenever people come out with like club hits and they become super successful and there's nothing being said, I'm like, yeah, are they successful? Yeah, sure. But are they like wordsmiths? No.
Yeah.
And I get that there's lanes, boxes, if you will.
Yeah.
I get that. But if you want the highest of respects as an MC, you have to have that box checked.
Yeah.
You gotta be clever.
Yeah, I think so too, man. I think that I was watching OT The Real, and like I really like him in a freestyle format. You know what I'm talking about? That white dude?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's got bars, but the dude that was introducing him was just like, yo, where hip hop's at? Like, there's not real MCs anymore. And like, if you are, you're probably not famous or to the level you should be, like it used to be, where like if you had it, then you had it, and like you were respected, and you couldn't touch a mic if you didn't. You know what I mean? And anybody who was famous without having that was a clown. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, Tupac clowned MC Hammer.
Yeah, I mean that's why like Will Smith is one of the most successful rappers of all time, but nobody respects him as an MC.
Mm-hmm.
You
He
know
sells
what I mean?
records for sure.
Sells mad records, but he's one of the most successful. He's got Grammys, he's got fucking all that. But
I think Yellow Wolf said something like that. I'm actually sure it was Yellow Wolf that said it in a podcast, like actually on a freestyle. He said, "I'm from an era where you made it where you were great, and only if you were great."
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
We've just lost that, man.
I've always appreciated your bars because you got a good way of making a bar like self-explanatory, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's deep, complex, dope, but it's not like in comparison to me, my bars, I feel like a lot of times I say shit and like once I explain it, it's like, oh my god, like I didn't get it. That,
you have to explain it to a certain demographic.
yeah, you'll probably get it, but I'm saying like what I like about your bars is like you obviously don't have to explain it to me. I don't have to explain my bars to you, but more people can. You know, your shit's more palatable. You know what I mean? Like Big Dead Presidents, like Mount Rushmore, like. Even an average motherfucker is gonna get that, even though it's super fucking dope and deep and complex. Like, you gotta fucking, think about that shit to get it, to write it. I should say, but I feel like everyone, you use more pop culture-y. You know what I mean? Like you use more. Like I feel like a lot of times my shit's just like, all right, like I'll give you one. Damn, I might have to rap it to get to it, but it's like, I just wish the stars would shine. This heart of mine seen hard at times, so it's hard to believe when the stars align. Life's a bitch, but I call her mine. It's all designed. Don't fall behind. Don't play with my name like the ball is signed. All right, so like, don't play with my name like the ball is signed. That's cold. My mind might as well be called a mine. That's cold. My mind might as well be called a mine.
Dude, I've heard that song. I've heard that song so many times that I didn't get it until you just explained it.
So like
that the mind is a mind. Like,
yeah,
that's cold.
Don't play with my name like the ball is signed. So like,
no, I thought it was always my mind is a mine. Like, boom, like you step on it, kind of blow up. But my mind is a mine with coal.
That's cold. My mind might as well be called a mine. So like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish my bars were more like just.
Yeah, but like the feeling that I have right now that I just got that, it's like solving a puzzle. Like, you're like, oh, you guys haven't figured this out. Like, I know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of shit. That's what I respect out of MCs.
I do like when people really like when there's some shit in there, it's like.
But sometimes it goes weird. So like and I hate to bring up the old beef between Kendrick and Drake, but apparently like the song that he put together, Kendrick put together about Drake was like all the lines that he's quoted or stolen.
Yeah.
And he made like a song out of it. I was like, I had to listen to it and somebody break it down for me to go like, oh, I see what he did. But like, sometimes we've said it like sometimes you don't want to like analyze a thesis. You just want to hear some shit. Like, sometimes you can. There's a fine line. There's a balance of making shit clever and witty and mysterious.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of. I think you and I too are spoiled by battle rap, and I think a lot of like true to the core MCs are.
Shout out King of the Dot.
Yeah, grind time, all that shit.
Organic.
Because it's
rest
like
in peace, Pat Stay. God, that dude was a monster.
And that's why when I hear like, it's okay. We grew up Biggie, Tupac beefing, M beef with a bunch of people, 50 Cent, Ja Rule.
Sure.
And maybe Eminem could be like in there for having like some bars in his battles, but he ain't even fucking with these battle rappers when it comes to like
them boys ain't no joke.
It's just
I am curious. Sometimes I am curious to know like if he were to step on the scene with these guys,
he for sure
he would hold his own.
Yeah,
but them boys would have way more on him just because he's in the public eye.
Definitely
they would have a lot on him. But dude, you can't. I mean, I think he would definitely fucking hold it down. But
he can out rap any of them. But the problem is like what I'm talking about is like when we listen to diss records.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like what's Hit 'Em Up?
Hit 'Em Up was a big one.
Ether, Takeover, fucking 50 Cent. I can't think of the names because he dissed Ja Rule so many times. Nail in the Coffin, fucking Devil's Night. Those are all diss records.
Devil's Night was a diss record?
Yeah, it was like when he remember he
I
had the
music
fucking
to make you sick of fake music.
Yeah,
hate music. Like
but he had the cast on his fucking wrist from punching the dude and was like he mentioned it.
I didn't know that was a diss record.
It's not like that's what I'm saying. Like
there's like a couple bars in there.
Yeah,
like,
most of 50's diss records aren't like diss records. No. It's just like he mentioned like what was the doom 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 where he's like I know Taekwondo.
Oh, it's easy to see when you look at me. If you look closely,
like
50
that's
don't back
and he's talking about Ja, but
Ja little
it's
punk
not
ass thinking out loud.
Yeah, that's a diss record. Fire ass diss record. Yeah, but it ain't the same as like we've watched hundreds of battles and it's like, bro, these motherfuckers got bars. But they don't have a beat.
Yeah.
So I think if you give Eminem like the freedom to not have a beat, he's gonna fuck some shit up.
So do you have? I know that your favorite on that scene is Illmac, right? Immaculate's definitely probably your top.
Yeah, he's definitely.
But would you say that you have a favorite battle rapper on that scene?
I like Illmaculate. I like Rum Nitty. I like Big K. Big K is so fire, bro.
Big K is my shit.
Big K is so fire. I like Pat Stay.
I go Big K, Pat Stay, Illmac.
I like Illmac, Rum Nitty.
I used
Pat
to like
Stay, Big K, and
I used to like Roan and Real Deal. I wonder what happened to them.
I mean, they just kind of like.
Roan was dope. I do mean Roan, but I meant what was the dude's name? Fresco was fire. Fire. Was ill.
But he just the scene outgrew him a little bit. You know what I mean?
Arsenal?
Hollow the Don. Hollow the Don's in my top 5. So that'd be my 5. Rum Nitty, or Illmaculate, Hollow the Don, Rum Nitty, Pat Stay, and Big K.
I think Pat Stay and Big K are probably my 2 favorites to watch. Illmaculate used to it was just like not even a competition watching him rap. He's like, dude, this motherfucker's ain't no joke. The Source was dope. Real Deal was dope in his time. Roan, Fresco. Hollow the Don was Cortez was
There's
dope.
some dope ones out now, but like my problem,
I've stopped keeping up with it, man. I remember
it got a little fucking dicey when it turned into just like
I appreciate a good battle rap, but like when it gets like when you're really talking fighting words and getting each other's face and screaming and shit, I'm like, dude, can we get over the antics and just rap?
Yeah.
Like, why we gotta be all like the super?
I don't mind
shit,
a little
man?
bit of that, but I don't like when battlers are like, I'm more street than you. Like, I've been to prison. I've shot more guns than you, and all that bullshit. Like, that just, like, bro, you're a fucking battle rapper. Like, you don't see how corny that is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I rap, but that shit. It's like when basketball players try to be gangster. I'm like, bro, you're in the NBA. You spent
So much
7
time.
days a week in
Yeah.
the gym. Like, you ain't been out fucking selling dope and shooting people. Like, if you were, you wouldn't be in the NBA. Like,
Straight up.
you're not a thug. Same with fucking football. Anybody who has like made it out of, if you're a rapper, like rappers, okay, you might have sold some dope and rapped on the side and like made it because of the current climate. But I'm just saying, it's like, you're a battle rapper, dude. Like,
Right.
you're going and you're fighting somebody with words in a fucking
Who
like
was- who
that's
was it
not
that,
that's not gangster. Like,
was it that
and
broke
it's
down
cool to have
DNA?
some bravado,
You
but
remember DNA?
yeah.
Who was it that broke DNA down to basically be like, motherfucker, you claim you're so street and so thug, dude. You've had it. They basically broke it down like kind of how we was talking about with the right and shit.
Might have
Like,
been, I think Immaculate battle, so it might have been him.
yeah,
but
I don't think it was Ilmac, but it was somebody that was basically like, it takes this much effort and time to record or to have your shit ready for a battle and be efficient, be good. Right, so it takes this much time. Like, let's say, I'm just gonna use, I don't remember the exact numbers, but let's just use a random, an arbitrary number. Let's say it takes a week for me to write a battle rap about you. It takes a week to write it, a week to remember it, right? And they were basically like, dude, you've done 2 battles a month for the past X amount of years, so that means for this 1 week you was writing, 1 week you was memorizing, the next week and then you battled, and then you was another week writing and another week memorizing, and then you battled and another week writing. And then it's just like, they're saying like, you taking up so much time doing just this. When do you have time to be street? Like, when are you in the streets?
You don't.
You
That's what I'm
rap
saying.
about this street shit,
Yeah.
but when do you have the time? Same thing with the basketball thing. Like, you can't be a thug and be like, yo, I spent 8 hours in the gym yesterday.
Yeah.
When
that's why I was
when
like-
did you sell all these keys?
Yeah. That's what I was saying about like Ja Morant. It's like,
Yeah. Well, people were like saying like, dude, obviously, you know, running around with straps and guns and all that shit, but they were like, dude, you made it.
yeah.
Stop. You don't have to do that anymore. You can
But
just
I think-
stop. Yeah.
It's like the same shit we talked about. I think people, whenever you get into a space of like once you get rich, and people think you're soft because you're rich, and so you try to act extra hard. You know, it's the same shit we were talking about with like kids.
Yeah.
Where like, if you come from, say you come from like, you go to public school and you come from a good family, a privileged family, and you start hanging around a rougher crowd, you start acting and like accentuating
Yeah.
the
You start finding ways to connect.
yeah, you want to fit in. You don't want to be the person that's like got a better life. Like, you want to be like, oh, my life sucks too, you know, blah 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 blah. And it's just like, I think on a surface level, like me, I respect a motherfucker more. Like, I would respect a basketball player more. That like, when somebody was trying to put him on some street shit, be like, dude, I've been in the gym since I was 7. Like, I ain't on the street shit, and I just signed a $130 million contract. Like, I got armed guards. Like, I don't need no fucking guns. I don't need to be in the club with big ass chains. Like, motherfucker,
I don't need to sell
I'm
no
rocking
dope.
my New Balances and fucking a plain black fucking Hanes
Yeah.
t-shirt that I got from
Yeah.
Walmart. Like,
Straight up.
what the fuck do I need? You
Right.
know what I mean? Like, if y'all want to fucking act crazy, kill each other, and
Yeah, it ain't gonna affect
be
me at
gangster,
all, dog.
like,
I'm out
cool.
here balling. Look at Delonte West, dude.
go find something else to do. Yeah.
That's just fucking, dude. I was talking about him at work the other day. That's a fucking terrible situation, especially because I watched the podcast to him, and I know that recently he's been seen, you know, still in the street, homeless, you know, living that.
I think
that
people
life
tried
in-
to help him, but he
Yeah,
just,
a lot of people
you
have
know?
though. A lot of people
Yeah.
have, and it's a shame because like I think that's what you know. He talked about addiction on the last
Mm-hmm.
pod, and he's just one of those people that just got strung up in it. But
I think it's partly that, but I think it's too, it's like, once you reach a status, it's just like, you can't try to help the people that you know, you can't go back to what you were doing, and you can't try to help people. Like you have to, and it sounds fucked up, but you just gotta move on from it. Like you've ascended it, and you can't feel bad about it. Like you have your own way, and I think sometimes people do. They start feeling like, damn man, like you know the
Well, before you get off of
Go
it,
ahead.
he actually spoke about it in a podcast. They asked him like, dude, what the fuck happened? Like he was fucking using the NBA. Like how did this shake out? You know? And he was just like, I had a lot of people like in my family that fucked me over, dude. Like I got all this money and I put this person on, this person, and helped all these people out, and they all fucking pissed it away, and I was left without nothing. So we were all fucking back to ground zero.
Yeah.
And that's how he ended up there, and he just couldn't ever. God, he was talented, man, but he just could never. What was the dude? What on another point? I'll let you get back to your thing. But what was the dude that they said would have been better than Michael Jordan, but he died?
Len Bias.
He was supposed to go to the Celtics.
Yeah, he got drafted, but then he went to a party after he
and
got
died.
drafted, did some cocaine, OD,
And he fucking died.
and died. Yeah. Should have, like I said, like
You made it, dude.
yeah, you
Leave
gotta
that shit
fucking
alone,
get
man.
out, bro. Nah, I was gonna stay on the same point you were talking about. It's just you know the comedian Cam Patterson,
Yeah.
from Kill Tony.
Yeah.
I
Killing
love
it.
that dude. He's
Killing-
fucking.
I got rocks in my
yeah,
pocket, dude.
he's
Little
hilarious.
homeboy's killing
But
it,
did
dude.
you hear the shit with his homeboy where he was like, I was chilling with my homeboy and he was like, man, you gonna blow up and you ain't never gonna talk to me again, you know, after you blow up or whatever, blah 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 blah. And Cam's like, you know, so I started I was like, nah man, you know what I mean? And fucking he started getting famous or whatever, and he called his homeboy or talked to his homeboy, and then he was like, I started crying, man. My homeboy was like, what you crying for? He's like, cause I made it, dog. I ain't never gonna talk to
gonna
you
fuck with you no
again.
more.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah,
But
dude.
that shit real. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
that goes back to Good Will Hunting. You remember the scene of Good Will Hunting?
Yeah.
Where he's like, man, Matt Damon's character, I forget his name, Will.
Yeah.
Will is like, man, I'm stressed out and this and that. And Ben Affleck's character, I don't remember Ben Affleck's character's name, but he's like, dude, if you're still doing this shit in 10 years, I'll kick your ass myself. In 5
Right.
years, I'll kick your ass myself. Like, don't fuck with me no more.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hoping every day I wake up, I hope I go to your door and you're not there because
Yeah.
you have the golden ticket. That would do that's such a powerful fucking like just dialogue between the two of them, man. It's a powerful scene.
Yeah. I mean, what's
To be
the
like,
song,
yo,
Jay?
like fuck me, dude.
Yeah.
You got it. Don't
Yeah.
let me hold you back from being
Like,
great.
what's the song J. Cole's got where fuck, man, I'm gonna fuck it up. But he's got a song where he's like,
I know what you're
I
talking
wanted
about.
to be you.
Yeah.
And then, like,
It's
his
on,
homeboy was like a dope dealer
Is it
and
on
shit. Forest Hill
Ave?
Drive, I think.
Yeah.
And his homeboy was like a dope dealer and shit.
Yeah.
And he was like trying to sell dope, and like he was like, bro, I just want to be like you. And then his homeboy was like, me, motherfucker, nah, you
Yeah.
need to
I
don't
wish I
ever let me find you down here
was the
again.
name
Like
of
I
that
want to be
song,
like
dude?
you, bro. Like
Such a good
like,
song, dude.
like I wish I had the talent you got. I wish I had the fucking
Yeah, dude.
you want to be like me, bro. I'm a fucking drug dealer.
My
fuck outta here.
favorite Kendrick Lamar song is Black Boy Fly. If anybody knows that song, they know it's like he's like I used to be jealous of this person because they was this and they was that, and I was out in the streets, but this dude was in the fucking library every day or in the gym every day. Like this dude was putting in the real work, and I was in the streets trying to make a name for myself, but he was putting in the fucking school work, the gym work, and now he's a fucking NBA or an NFL player, NBA player, whatever he was, and now go watch that Black Boy Fly. Like I was jealous of him, but. I mean, and obviously Kendrick made it, and I know it's just kind of a poetic song and shit, but it's just like, it's kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, dude, just...
that street life ain't. I don't know why people glorify that shit so much. You know what I'm saying?
It's... I hate to blame hip-hop. I do.
Hip hop has a huge
It does,
role
dude.
in it.
I hate to blame it, but so many people have made it famous, and this is no fucking shade or no diss. If this person ever hears it or anything, this is no shade to this person. But Jeezy made it fucking super famous on being some dope boy shit. Pusha T, another one, made it super duper famous on some dope boy. Jay-Z,
yeah.
Lil Wayne, like these boys
I
made
think-
it big,
I think
rapping
it goes
dope
back
boy
before
shit.
that though, like
Sure.
NWA,
NWA,
fucking
sure.
UGK. I got a
UGK.
pocket full of stones.
Yeah, dude. These people made it big.
Yeah.
And I mean, whether or not they were or were not doing those things, they made it famous doing, rapping about it.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that just think that they can just like
So they
make
wanna,
money off that
well, then
shit. But
I think it went from, God damn, we about to go way back in history. KRS-One says about the Sugar Hill Gang. I got a limousine and a TV where I can watch the Knicks play basketball. He's like, they didn't have that shit. They just rap that shit because it's like the life of being, it's the big life. So then it went from, instead of just saying that shit to be a whoop, there it is, all that like club party shit, or we live the glamorous life, and instead of just saying it just to be entertaining, people had to go and live it, right? So instead of just rapping the shit that was around them, NWA, they was rapping about shit they seen. You watch the movie and you see like Eazy-E was definitely in the mix, right? But Ice Cube wasn't. Ice Cube kind of was, but he wasn't. He was a rapper. Yeah. Dr. Dre was a producer.
Right.
Like, these people were just like in the environment, and they rapped about shit they seen. They rapped it first person view, like it was them, but it wasn't their shit. So that evolved into, you're not making good music unless you really did that shit.
Yeah.
Unless you really sold keys. Like, I no shade to T.I., but T.I. is an excellent MC. He's like he's in my top 10. Like, he's the shit, dude. But he really did that shit. Like, he really sold dope, and he really fucking lived that street life. So people see MCs like T.I., and they're like, oh, you're not making good music unless you do the real street shit and you're good at music. So then it just turns into, so I have to, and it goes back to what we're talking about, the battle rap shit.
What
I've done more of this and done more of that. And it's like, you don't, it's gotten out of control.
Yeah, well, what I hate is the, like, just accepting the lies. Where motherfucker lives in a trailer off a dirt road and is like, man, I got a McLaren and them bitches be staring and like trust me, I've embellished a lot in my rap career.
Sure.
I've said a lot of bullshit that I ain't about or I don't do. You know what I mean? But I hate that, like, that's kind of like what, like that'll be your song that blows up. A motherfucker is just like,
that gets into cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
Right. But even when you and I'm guilty of it as well, saying some wild shit.
No, I mean, I'm not even talking about just us. I'm just talking about just like in general, like the little 16-year-old black kid that's at his fucking mom's Section 8 apartment. Yeah. And it's like, I pull up in a Benzo and sitting on Lorenzo's.
When you say embellished, like you've like enjoyed it, like you've like.
No, embellished means like lied.
Yeah, I know.
Like exaggerated.
But like you've like.
I've embellished in the sense of like I've totally been like,
I've said that
I'll
shit
come
too.
shoot you, and I'm like, I ain't going to shoot nobody.
What I've tried, what I've tried to do with if it comes to writing, I've tried to make it so outlandish that you're like, yeah, he's obviously fucking being facetious, or he's obviously kidding. Okay, a grand example would be Eminem saying like, I'm skydiving out of the thing to give the Statue of Liberty high fives. Just like, it's so like. He's not really skydiving.
Yeah. No, I'm talking more of outlandish. Okay, to give one of your lines, like
oh shit.
Gypsy bitch swallowed my whole sword, whipped the corners of her mouth and told you it's a cold sword. Like, it's outlandish, but
it's more of a dagger.
But but I'm saying, like, at the same time, like that's not who you truly are at your core. You're a family man, like, but it's bars, and that's what I mean is just like I'm in the air with an heiress. Fuck, I'm not. I don't know no fucking heiress, bro. We dirt poor here around this bitch,
and I'm in fucking coach, bro.
I've only flown 5 fucking times. You know what I mean? Like, my cartoon look like a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Like, my car ain't tuned, bro. I drive a fucking
one of my favorites.
So like. It's not like, so everybody's going to embellish and rap, but I hated when, and that's fine. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, everybody but embellishes in every genre. You know what I'm saying? Like, country, whatever. They all fucking, that's what you're supposed to do. You want people to, like, feel good.
It's supposed to be an escape from reality.
Exactly. But whenever you, like you're saying, like, whenever you start rapping about shooting people and selling drugs, and then you're like, I have to live up to that shit, and then you go shoot people and sell drugs, and you rap some more about it, and like you get wrapped up in that whole rap's the only thing that does that. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's sad.
if you're a young kid and you love country, what the fuck you gonna do, man? You gonna go fucking start a fire and drink beers around it? You know what I'm saying? And you gonna holler at the little Daisy Dukes wearing girls?
Oh no.
Cool. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're
Please
not
do.
like, I don't know no country songs that's like, let's kill each other. Let's fucking rob, ran off on the plug. Let's rob each other and let's just demean everybody and everything. Women, drugs, like no other genre like that. And that does suck that hip hop's like that. You know what I mean? What's up with Screamo though? Like, I know we ran out of time probably, but
You don't fuck with Screamo?
what's up with like death metal? Like, I've always said, like, you're right, I hate my father. Like, is that what happens to
Daddy
all of
reference.
them?
No, dude. You know what's really dope is, and I've seen somebody do this before. They'll like write the lyrics out to like a Slipknot song.
Oh, I bet they got great lyrics,
Dude, but it's like I know it's presented as like threatening and scary and all that shit, but it's like, nah, dude, some of that shit's like deep. Like it's not like
for sure. I'm just wondering, like, why do you think all those fucking heavy dark bands, they either came up with a shitty dad, or came up with a great family, but it was all like church religion and said they couldn't listen to that type of music and do that type of thing. So it's like rebellion. Like, it's all rebellion music. And I'm just like,
I think you answered your own question.
yeah, but why? I guess, like, why do people let people dictate who they're gonna be? You know what I'm saying, or what they believe in? You get what I'm saying? It's
Human
just like,
psyche, man. You're tapping into the human
that's
psyche.
what I don't understand. It's like, I see a lot of people that are in that vibe, that realm. It's just like, they'll go out of their way to be on some fuck God shit and fuck Christianity and fuck my dad.
I knew
and blah,
kids.
blah, blah.
I knew kids
Just
like that personally in high school.
Yeah, you're just
And
like,
you hate to call them posers, but you're like, I won't say his name, mainly because I don't remember his last name. I think his first name was Alex or Alan or Alec or something. I forget. But he was one of them fucking dressed goth kids with the whole shit. And one day, somebody told me, they were like, dude, I know this kid. Like, he's not. His parents are together. They're good people. Like,
right.
he just.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just like,
He just rebels against that.
You think you're different, but motherfucker, there's 20 of y'all over there.
Yeah.
All 20 of y'all different, but y'all the same. Y'all like the same music. Y'all like to do the same shit. Like
why? Because like, okay, so the people who like really are depressed and really dress like that and really feel outcasted, like are really going through some shit. Why would you want to feel the way they feel?
Yeah.
I get sympathizing or empathizing and being like, oh, this person's cool, I
Fucking sympathizer.
But like, to fucking like imitate that shit, it's like, come on, man, just.
What's up with their names too? Like,
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, what's up with all these like fart spray?
Oh, band names and
Yeah.
shit? Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean,
like,
okay, when you say
needless to say.
yeah, when you say
followed by
when you
faith
say
no more.
Screamo, I go is Korn considered like Screamo?
Godsmack.
Screamo. Godsmack was dope, dude. Incubus.
Yeah, but what's up with their name? Like,
Yeah,
I
they
don't
got.
even know what the fuck y'all talking about.
You don't know who Godsmack is?
think
Yes,
of
you
a
do.
band name, dog. Give me a word. Just a random word.
Random word.
Broom. The darkest broom closet.
Classic. It's actually a pretty good name.
Cloudy
dude.
days.
Cloudy.
Yeah,
days.
that's what be going. Car wreck.
Car wreck.
10-car pileup.
Jaws of Life.
Jaws of Life is opening for 10-car pileup tonight at the Dark Room. Yo, I'm telling you, this shit is not fucking. I'm telling you, that's how that shit be. But
Cosmic little thing.
cosmic
What are you
little
drinking
thing.
over there, bro? Hazy?
Cosmic little thing.
Cosmic little thing.
I got.
Hey man, I hope y'all appreciated this fucking episode. We try to break down some lyrics. I know we talked about too much fucking music, but that's what we do. We're just music. We love music.
That's right.
You know
welcome,
what I mean?
welcome to the Water Pod.
Welcome to the fucking Water Pod. You know what I mean? Maybe next week we'll talk about more band names like Rice is in the Oven or Black Mold. Black Mold in the 7. Oh, dude, that was a maybe we'll do that one next week. I got a dope one. I got a dope fucking scheme that we could break down. Shout out my cameraman, Foolish. Young Jeffrey, behind the cam. My boy Cousin Sal.
Hey.
Think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. It's the Water Pod. Peace.
Yeah.
One day in love's a prison. I love you. If I didn't, it wouldn't hurt like fuck the miss you. That's another issue. Another birthday, another box of tissue. Vibing with the bottle like I'm talking with you. Wonder if you miss talking to me. I see you living toxic but free. If you talking, I bet the topic is me. How I'm wrong for being all I could be. I guess it's my fault. Failure's not an option for me, right? A little